So what's going on, guys? How we doing out there? Happy Monday. Made it through another weekend. Monday's here already. How you guys doing out there? What's new? Nerded, what up, buddy? Hey, how's it going, man? Welcome to the beginning here. How was your weekend? Anything exciting? For me, a few family distractions, a lot of business paperwork kind of crap, and a little work on the game. It's Tuesday. Z-Doctor, what up, buddy? Hey, you're here too. Oh man, so yeah, you were like way ahead in the future on me. So yeah, so you're already on to Tuesday. All right. Well, how was your Monday? Let's see. Yeah, one of the fun things about it's behind PSD is behind the times in so many ways, man. On so many ways. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so one of the fun things about like having your own company is that you got to deal with all the paperwork, right? And man, it just, especially that I was gone, right? You know, for that whole week at Comic-Con and trying to get caught up. Need to reinstall Discord. Oh yeah? Is it misbehaving on you or what? Or you tell me I need to. I think mine's working okay. But yeah, so yeah, broke. Oh, that sucks, man. That sucks. I'd ask for your money back. Oh wait, it's free. Okay, that might be a hard thing to do. So yeah, so what did I have? So if you guys remember, I was talking about I wasn't even sure if my internet was gonna hang in there, but the fine people at Cox actually came up this morning. I can't click anything. Yeah, that's broke. Yeah, I think, you know, technical term for that is broke. Yeah. Yeah, uninstall and reinstall. Unless you want to try just a reboot, but I'm sure you've probably done that. But so yeah, so tech guys came out this morning, bright and early, and took a look at it, and combination of a serial number not entered correctly, not even entered at all, which is not what is requested when I set the modem up, but also they found some connections on the outside that were buggy as crap. So anyways, long story short, I'm feeling confident that the internet is going to be behaving today. Just kidding. That was just too easy not to pass up there. But so yeah, I think I have a working internet. We'll see. Fingers crossed. So what else? So starting to lay the groundwork for getting little this way, little Tribble guy here on pretty much everything. So started reaching out to Xbox. I guess my Xbox partnership was like an old, outdated one. So I'm trying to set up the ID partner stuff and heard back from them. So it looks like that'll happen. So Microsoft has always been the easiest one, I think, to deal with in terms of getting a game on there, which is good. PlayStation, I've had to update my IP address and all that kind of stuff with them. I'm in the process of that. And so then we got Nintendo. So I've been talking about it for a while, but I finally, just this morning, sent off my proposal to try and get Tribbles on the Switch. So fingers crossed, guys, fingers crossed. I sent them a nice little package telling them all the great fun things about the game. And now you just got to hurry up and wait. We got to see what they have to say about it. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. I would love to have Tribbles on the Switch. If not, yeah. I preemptively did actually send out a request to Epic as well. Why not? You know, because I mean, it can always go to Steam, right? I can always go to Steam, but if Epic wants to turn around and say that, you know, we'll throw you some extra pennies, you know, for making it an exclusive, I would consider it. I'd absolutely consider it because, well, you know, money's money, right? And not because I mean, I don't even have Epic Store installed yet. And I do have hundreds of games on Steam, so I'm not doing it because I'm a Epic fanboy necessarily. But, you know, if they're going to offer me a good deal, yeah, I'd take it. You know, Steam wants to do the same, hey. So, anyways, but I did, even with all of that crap and all the other stuff I had to deal with over the weekend, I did manage to get a little time in here. One of the things I forgot to mention that was suggested by a few people that played the game while at Comic-Con was they were making note, and rightly so, that it doesn't really indicate well when the Tribble's hanging on the wall. So that's kind of what I played with over the weekend, and I can show you that now. So I went back and what it was, just going and revising the animation. So now when you hang on the wall, there, I mean, he's squishing now, right? You can actually see how the fur kind of, you know, the tufts kind of shoot outward, right? So I think it's a lot more obvious that he's grabbing that wall now, right? So he just kind of plants himself. So it's like, boom, grabs hold. So now there's no question. It's like, wait, am I just resting against that wall or am I hanging on the wall? So really happy with that. Oh, let me fix this. I was tweaking some other stuff, so let me turn this back on. Let me go back into here and turn the cover back on so I can make that legit. Alright, let's try this again. Alright. So here we go. The only thing that I'm not happy about right now, and excuse me, there's not really a simple solution to this, and that is the issue of so like right here, you see I'm stuck on just that little piece, right? It's an angle piece, right? So you can see how it's still considering it a wall stick, so it's going flat, even though, you know, I mean, this looks a little funky since it's a curved thing. I could do something where I can throw out a whole bunch of raycasts to try and determine, you know, exactly what it's, you know, touching. I can't really pull off a normal check on the geometry because this is one giant combined tile kind of thing. I don't think I'm going to get a clean, normal information there, right? So that's one of those things that if I could, then I could just say, hey, if it's an angle, then don't do this squish thing, right? But I mean, that's the worst case, you know. I mean, only when you're like right there on that edge. Ah, see, right there, he was wiggling up there. So that's it. I mean, that's worse. That is absolutely worst case scenario. So that being said, I might actually just be okay with it. Why is he actually showing up now? Shouldn't he be hidden? Let me see if he's not under the hidden category. Discord is fixed. Sorry, I had to run to the little coder's room. Did I miss anything? Not really. I was just, since you both just came back, I was talking about the fact that a couple people at Comic-Con complained that it wasn't registering well when you stick on a wall. So I went back and revised the animation. So now you can actually see how the fur kind of tufts outward, right? And it registers, I think, a lot better. Now it feels like he's really sticking against that wall, right? Just those little edges like that. And the only thing that kind of breaks down is when he's like on a curved edge. Thumbs up. Cool, man. Thanks. Yeah, this is the only time it breaks down, if I can actually hit it. There. So when you hit on an angle, right, it's still registering as a wall hang, but you can see the tufts shoot out, but then it's really kind of not really making that contact. I could do like why does he stick as opposed to sliding down? Because number one, I prefer it that way. That's kind of the way I want to play the game. Number two, if you look at some of the appearances of the Tribbles on some of the other Star Trek series, specifically DS9, where they did a Trials and Tribulations episode, there is a bunch of Tribbles that are all over the walls, and they just are there, you know. They're not sliding down, they're just there. So these guys, I don't know how, but they have fantastic traction, right? So I felt pretty cool with the idea of saying that, okay, you know what? If you want to just hang on it, because my jumps also, I don't do a thing where when you hit jump, it does the full jump range, right? I don't do a partial jump. So if you have a slide, and then you got to introduce sort of the ability to do like partial jumps, I believe, to compensate for that. So I like the idea that you can just, you know, if you need to hang on the wall and wait for a timing thing, because some of the puzzles do come out as timing, right? I like the idea that you could just hang and wait for that right moment and then go, right? You know, if you're having to watch a timing puzzle, right, while also trying to compensate from the sliding downward kind of stuff, to me that just sort of like goes in the wrong direction. So that's the explanation there. And let's see, he is actually sticking on there, but he's not hiding properly. So let me find out why he do not hide. Excuse me. But that's another thing. One of the few things. Yeah, I was very fortunate. There's only a few comments that were like, "Why doesn't it do this at Comic-Con?" And that was one of them. And it was, if one person mentions it, that's one thing. But by the time the third or fourth person mentioned it, that's when I kind of go, you know what? There's something here. You know, as a person that made the game, I can kind of get tunnel vision sometimes. To me, I see it. I can see that, or grab it on the wall, but I can see that other people want more of a visual representation to show that you're really hanging on to it. So, there you go. Tweak the animation over the weekend, dial that in, and we're good to go. Alright. So, let's see. Where is hanging? There he is. Alright, so he needs to be over here in the hidden elements. There. So now he will not be revealed until now. Like so. Alright, so what are we going to play with today? So what I want to finally get to, because I've been like hinting at it for forever, is the idea of this, right? Is the idea that the whole idea of these bonus areas, right, is not just for collecting items, but I want it to have like this reward where you go in here and that takes you to like another room. You don't know what it's going to be. It's going to randomize, so I won't know even. But the idea will be sometimes it will be reward rooms, right, that are filled with lots of gems and stuff like that. But you have a very limited time because it's just a matter of seconds before the room starts to shake, right, and the lava starts to rise, right. And so you got to grab as much food as you can, or grab as much gems. I'm actually going to switch that. Right now it's food, but I'm going to switch out to gems. Grab as many gems as you can and get out before the lava catches you. And then sometimes some of the mystery rooms will actually be a market where someone is there, a little alien guy, is there to trade, you know, with you for whatever gems you've collected. You know, so either, you know, replenish health or give you, replenish your power-ups, that kind of stuff. Or give you power-up. So, that is what the objective is now. So, you can, it's really subtle, but down here, you can actually see that it's triggering. So when I come over here to this little nodule, right, it says, let's do the time warp again. So the idea is that that's going to, now I know that it's actually registering the hit, then I can flip rooms and take you into wherever we're going to go. And then ultimately what will happen is when you come back out, it wouldn't be fair if I just dropped you right here and you were immediately free falling into lava. So we have this little new feature that's going to be coming out, which is somewhere. Oh, that's right, I started grouping on this stuff, didn't I? Let's see. Yeah, main gameplay. And alright, where did I lose? Where's my grid? That can't be the right one. Is it? Yeah, okay. That's, oh yeah, here it is. Okay, I was just missing it. Alright, so then the idea would be when you return out of here, rather than just have you free fall straight in the lava and you have to scramble to save yourself, now what'll happen is, like, I'll pop this out. So when you return, you drop down and you can hit that little platform. So, you know, just a nice little breaker. Just a nice little thing to save you. I'm probably going to have, like, a little food thing here, so you got to collect it before you go in. Oh, that was another thing, too. That was another thing that I got a lot of feedback on, was that, I think I mentioned this on Friday, but I'll reinforce it because, you know, this is why you put in front of people, because stuff you see and stuff other people see can be diametrically opposed, right? So they saw this stuff, and they thought that the little fur ball, whatever it was eating brains. You know, and I mean, I can see it. They kind of look like zombie brains or something, I guess, you know. I mean, if your brain is actually green, then you probably got some other issues, but that's what they were saying was brains. And there was quite a few people that actually mentioned that. It's kind of like, do I need to eat the brains? No. so anyways, long story short, what I'm probably going to do is, yeah, we're talking on Friday, is just swap them out for, like, cans, right? You know, I'll establish it in the opening animation sequence, right, that the cans will be containing food. So once that's established and you see the cans appearing here, you'll understand exactly what they are, and you'll collect those, and it'll make that classic eating sound, so you'll know exactly what's going on there. But that will come about once my very talented artist Daniel comes back off of vacation, which I hope he's enjoying right now, and gets back to work. Let's see. I brought the idea of bags, which led to cans. There you go. Fair enough. There you go. Fair enough. Yep. So I remember. Yep. Fair enough, man. Yep. That was a good call. You know, I mean, the whole idea was that I always had the idea that it was gonna be like a giant mound, right? That you're jumping into. You know, but then, you know, when it was pointed out that that wasn't working, and then if we go back to the animated series, which was more Tribbles, more Troubles, right? Let's see if we can find a couple of images of the way they represented it. There you go. So yeah, here's their canisters, right? So all these canisters were all filled with the quadritriticale. I always say Cali, but it's actually wrong. Kali. Quadritriticale. QTC. There. Done. But this will probably be kind of a general reference concept, right? And I'll just have some kind of cans, right, with QTC kind of written in like a label on the front. But I'll establish it in the beginning, right? You'll see that, and then, you know, there'll be like smaller versions that pop up, you know, kind of creative license, you know, because I want these to be like larger, you know, as you can see here, right there. Yeah, you can see how these are tipped over and spilling out, you know, and that's kind of similar to what I'm going to be doing, something like that nature for the opening animated sequence. But anyway, that will be coming in the hopefully not too distant future, once my artist comes back online and starts making more beautiful art for me. But in the meantime, so here's what I need to do. I need to set up a system where all this goes away. We instantiate and then flip to the bonus room, whichever one we decide that is, which gets decided randomly. Transport the player over, hide all this stuff, and then when we come back, I need to toggle this on. And not all of these levels will require this, because not all of these little hidden spaces will have you dropping right down into lava necessarily. But the ones that do, I'll have to make a check to see if there is a platform to pop up to save the character. Because I would be pissed if I was playing the game and I go in a bonus room and I come back and it just drops me and I do damage without even having a chance to catch it. Yeah, I would not be happy. So definitely got to make that happen. Okay, so tell what we'll do is let's go over into my game controller, and I think the way I'll approach this is, yeah, that's the right to file. Yeah, that's my leftover data, which I still haven't pulled my leftover data. I need to pull up my NVIDIA Shields and pull off my data from Comic-Con and find out exactly how many people played it, the average play time, and, you know, just on average see how far people actually got in the game, which I haven't done yet, but I need to do that. So that's what all this stuff is, the right string stuff. Alright, so get player health. There's my God mode, which I did turn back on, so I can, when I'm testing, I can go back into God mode when I need to. But, let's see. Idle level. Yeah, we'll put it right in here, I think. So we'll say, void enter bonus room. I think that sounds good. Alright. And then we need to figure out which one we actually load. So let's take a quick look. I have a couple that are mocked up, and I probably need to clean them up because they probably have the ancient old graphics at this point. Let's see. Yeah, bonus room A. No, I did switch it out. Okay. Yeah, so here's a good example, right? You know what I could do? No, I'm going to leave this as is for right now. I was thinking about swapping out all of the QTCs for gems, but that's not actually what I want. I want that in the bonus rooms, but in the regular levels, I still want to keep that the QTC, so never mind that thought. So the idea would be, like this is one example. You appear right here, and you just drop down right on this platform. And then you're going to scramble around and try and collect this stuff, but then very quickly the room shakes, and the lava starts rising. And then I noticed, while I'm here, I got a couple of background pieces that I need to clean up. So let me fix that first. It's anal, but I'm just noticing it now. Background tiles. Alright. Yeah, so it should be... Really? Why? Oh. Sorry. It would actually be this guy. That's the one I wanted. Alright, and here's the other one. Fix him. There. Minor, I know, but... And then there's that redraw graphic issue that Unity still has. So if I select something, then it goes away. Yes. I'm sure, let's see, where am I at? I'm at, I'm in 2019 1. So I don't know if they've actually addressed that in a newer update. But, yeah, it's still better. You know, some of the older versions with the tile stuff was a lot quirkier, more quirkier than what we have here. I'm going to just clean this up a little bit as well. Whoa. What for you not? Underground, tile map, platforms. Why did you not change? Huh. I'm not sure why the color is not changing there. That's bizarre. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Tile map background. Underground tiles. There. That's weird. So, see, I have the tiles are tinted, right? But if you picked up on that, when I had that one selected, it was not actually doing tint in real time. That was just totally quirking out on me. There you go. So I just noticed these guys were just repeating the same one over and over. So I just want to mix it up a little bit, like so. And we're good. Alright, autosave's on. Good, so we're good there. Okay. So what I do is just once you hit that point, then I gotta like find... Tell you what, I'll add a game object here. Donde está? Oh, there he is. He's way down there. Alright, and I'll put it here. Excuse me. So, yeah, we'll call it player positioner. So that is where I want the player to snap to. Nope. Hang on one sec. I might have to take this. Hang tight. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, that was actually my cable company, Cox, calling me because oh yeah, I didn't tell you guys about that. I had a massive nightmare, right, with these guys that were just, I guess maybe I did hint at it because it was Friday that I was dealing with that, but, yeah, because I had tech support that was anything but supportive, you know, so it wasn't until I finally went into a brick and mortar store that I finally got someone to give me some real answers. So and they were doing they asked my opinion, and it's like I gave it to them, you know, so it was not a kind review. So now I got like the follow-up, you know, wanting to ask me more questions over the phone, but said I'm busy, so I have to do that again tomorrow. Let's see. Let's be wireless on DevNet and or oh shoot. All right. All right, I'll come back to that. Okay. Sorry, that was just a Sony thing. I got to answer them so I can try and get Sony back up and running because I would love to put Tribbles on a PS4. That would be very, very cool. Okay. So, as I was saying, player positioner. So this is where I'm going to snap my the player right here. Once I turn off the other environment, snap him here, and then turn this one on, and that should work. So, and we're going to move this over from here. Alright, and then let me look at my other rooms. Yeah, that was my old one. So this would be like the market idea, right? Now, right now I just have this placeholder character that I found in the Unity asset store. Kind of funny looking. Excuse me, but he's definitely going to get replaced. The idea here is that you drop down in a similar fashion, but in this case, he's selling stuff, right? And you have like, these would be boxes to cash in for whatever item that he's selling. I think I might have done a different iteration of this. So let me see. Come back here. Yeah. So I did this one, which is similar, but just because I only really have 3 items, so I dropped it from those 6 to this one. So this one is just kind of simpler, and I just want to make sure that you don't accidentally jump and hit one and buy something that you don't intend to buy. So, but obviously this is the old graphics, and then very much the placeholder character, but that will get fixed later on. So these are the 2 main rooms right now. So we have that one, and then this bonus room, which I have updated. So we'll start with this guy, since he's a little further along. So what we're going to do is grab him, and I'm going to move him into my underground folder. I'm trying to clean stuff up now too, right? Because in prototype mode, you just pretty much let everything go. What do I have errors? Get tile data for new. Okay, that's not me. Okay, so, but we're going to call this bonus gems room. Alright, so that'll work. And then let's see. I'm trying to think how I want to approach this. So it's under prefabs. Because I only have 4 different worlds, and because each world will only have a couple of bonus rooms, I think I can get away with hard coding this and just pre-assigning the rooms versus having something where it has to like kind of in a more procedural way call each one up. So I'm going to start with that, and if I have to backtrack and adjust that in the future, I will do that. But let's see. Levels of objects, we'll start here. There we go. Charlie's field. Game object. Yeah. Let's see. Oops. We'll call it underground. Reward room prefab. A little wordy, but it gets the point across. And then, yeah, and then we can just make a game object reward room, and I'll do this later, but I'll go ahead and create the variable for this now. So underground Should I call it trade room or merchant room? Merchant room prefab. Okay, done and done. Okay, so let's see. Yes, let's see. Can I kind of think this through? I might be able to just crank it at runtime. No, I better not do it at runtime because I'm gonna have multiple iterations of this. I gotta find out how the performance is in terms of turning all the level stuff off and then immediately instantiating this room and bringing it to life and putting the player in there. On a PC or console will be fine, but on mobile there may be a stutter step there. But we'll find out over time. So, all right. And then over time I'm gonna have to like detect which level I'm on and adjust that for here. When I enter bonus room, I'll have to say find which level I'm on. But right now I only have the one, which is the underground. So we'll say and then we have to also decide what kind of room it's gonna be. But right now I'm gonna hard code this. So we'll say bonus room. You know what? Actually, I guess I don't. If I'm gonna, I don't have to actually make two of these, do I? Ah, crap. Reward. Oh, I called it reward room. Not okay. I'm just gonna leave it as reward room. Because that'll be true. I mean, only one room comes up at a time. What is this Stream Legends game? It's this little thing underneath here, right? Which, by the way, I have not done this lately. So let me put this in here. Oh, let me come back here. There you go. I'm gonna drop some bombs here. It's just a goofy little thing that allows people to create these little avatars. Which, by the way, I'm a Rick and Morty fan. New to it. I'm way behind. I just discovered it like what, 7 months ago. But and I'm able to customize the characters with a little downloadable that someone made. And it's goofy. You can do oh shoot, does anyone remember the command for is it !_ Battle Royale, and we'll say 100. Is that it? Yes. And then you can do goofy stuff like this, where you can say start a Battle Royale mode, and then here you go. Everyone just drops on in, and then it's a battle to the end. So it's just something that, you know, a lot of streamers use this, and I'm fine with following the crowd sometimes. So it's just kind of cute, you know. And if you look, there's a whole series of commands that you can also use, like ! bomb, you know, like toss out a bomb yourself. And you can sit and jump and do all these different little commands. Oh, look at that. It even pops out little health packs. That's cute. Boom. Uh-oh. Hey, look at that. My guy's left. He's looking good. Uh-oh. He's in trouble now. I don't know if I'm going to make it here. Here he goes. Oh. She got the health. Oh, I got the health. Alright, this might go for a while. Let's see. Wait. Oh, there you go. No, he's just pissed now. He's going after her. Uh-oh. Get her before she gets the health. No, I didn't make it. Oh, well. So, that's it. That's the, it's not even really a game per se. It's just more like a goofy little idle thing. Now everyone returns, so there you go. I know there's some, I actually had one originally. I generated a blackjack game, right? I wrote in Unity and could work off of the text chat, right? But what I realized is that I produced a time limit on it, and because of the lag of the video, it was hard for people to even use it, so I ended up just pulling it back down. I have an idea for another one that isn't time sensitive, and if I get the time, I'm actually going to put it together, and it's going to be kind of funny. It'll actually have like real video and stuff like that, and just goofy, you know. I don't know. I think there's maybe something you can do with the points. I don't even know if that's possible, but there you go. That is it's an app that I found on the Steam store. So all right, so reward room, that's all we're gonna use. Inner bonus room. All right, so we'll say so eventually I have to kind of iterate through this and decide which one, but right now we're just gonna do the only room that I have that works well. So is equal to instantiate no, let's see, underground reward, there you go. So yeah, so right now I'm hard coding the crap out of this because I have to check which level you're on. Right now I'm saying underground hard coded, and then I'm gonna have to decide if it's a reward or a merchant room, which right now I'm just doing reward. So very hard coded, but I'll fix that once I start getting more content. All right, so once that's produced, it should be fine. Should be right there in the center. Sorry. Yeah. God, I hate spam. So then I shouldn't have to actually transform that anywhere. That should actually just pop up right there in the center in the correct spot. But then we need to hide. Oh, which I don't know if I even have that yet. Oops. Yeah. For levels. Yeah, okay. Levels object. Yeah. Okay, I think I renamed that after I came back. I think I'm calling it something different now. Yeah, main gameplay. So let me rename that because otherwise I'm going to get really confused. Yeah. And I'm just, what I do is I dynamically, when I load in all the levels at runtime, I just parent them underneath this one main gameplay object, which allows me to just, if I toggle that off, then like Thanos, I make them all disappear, all the levels. So let me just rename that so the naming is a little more consistent. Does not exist. Yeah, I know, but I'm gonna try and fix that. If you, oh, jerk. Yeah. Yeah, so this is where I'm doing it here. So when I instantiate all the levels in, what I do is just on the fly is I parent it to the main gameplay object. So now it should be happy, and those will go away. So when I want to switch from the main room to the bonus room, all I have to do is turn off one game object and everything hides itself that I need. Alright, so let's go back down to the bottom, replace this right here, and then let me go ahead and add the prefabs while I'm here, at least for the bonus room. Bonus gems room, yeah. Poorly worded, bit of a mix up there, but I think I can keep that straight. Alright. So we got this now, and then we go main gameplay object, set active to false. Now we need to find player positioner. And I think I actually call it that, don't I? I gotta bring it back up here. Yeah. Good. Player positioner, and then we take Platier. One of these days I can learn how to type. That would probably make life so much better. Player object. And now we magically transform him. Since we turned that one off, I wonder if I should instantiate this after I move him. So that way I don't have to worry about any collisions preventing it from snapping into place correctly. I'm not sure if that would actually happen or not, but okay, reward room. Why did I lose that? Oh, because he just doesn't like the above. I was trying to figure out why the variable broke, and it's because of this. So we say transform position is equal to player positioner transform position. Done. Have you ever made an ominous beeping app? Not yet, but I'm sure someone will now. Nerd is referencing one of our friends there on my Discord. You know what? I gotta play that. I gotta just, you know what? I'm gonna just stop down for a second because that's worth playing. Let me see if I can find it here. Let's see. It was on my general feed, wasn't it? See what you guys are missing by not being on my Discord channel? Let's see. Can I... Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Writing's not that easy, but Grammarly can help. This sentence is grammatically correct.
So this is a new scene from the up-and-coming Rick and Morty.
Can I take it down? It's your app. I'm just an intern.
Subjects, what up? Hey, welcome.
Make it how it works.
I'll put it on there. Sorry, subjects. Hey, so yeah.
Get it off
Brief
the server.
Rick and Morty.
You think we're stupid, but we're not. We know apps have something to do with servers.
The server's on the mothership.
Where's the mothership?
It's coming.
Take us to it.
No.
Yes, shake it more, Morty. That was working.
Take us to the mothership.
Okay, don't hurt me.
An ominous beeping app. You can't stay mad at a guy with this kind of talent.
Dad, you can and you have to.
There you go. So yes, the new season of Rick and Morty is coming. I'm very excited for that. But yeah, I know that does make you want to like just go back and start rewatching them all, doesn't it? so that was Nerdit's little. Yeah, I'm sure. You know what? If you Google it, I would be surprised if someone hasn't already come up with an ominous beeping app just for that purpose. But that is classic Rick and Morty for sure. I hate having to wait for new seasons. It always kills me. Yeah, I had the good fortune of coming to Rick and Morty very, very late, right? So I was able to watch all 3 seasons, but the problem with binging it, I had on Netflix, right? And the problem with binging it was the fact that I lose track of my episodes. So I'm totally into it. And then, it, you know, normally when you finish an episode, it says next episode starting in like 10 seconds. And you get to the last one and it goes, hey, if you like Rick and Morty, you might like watching this show too. And it's like, wait. The only time it shows that is when I've run out of episodes. You know, and have that moment where it just dawns on me. It's kind of like, oh, crap. Now I join everyone else. Now I'm just waiting endlessly for the new season to come around. So, yep. Waiting for it impatiently. Should be good. Alright, so reward room, and then now he's transferred to the right position, and in theory that should work. So let's see. Netflix kills a series. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. I'm now going to have to watch something actually worth watching. No. Well, have you guys seen the advertisements for The Boys on Amazon? That one looks like it might be pretty fun. Sort of like a counter message to the Avengers, right? So I'm kind of hoping that one might be pretty fun. That was on my watch list. I haven't got to it yet. I haven't watched an episode yet, but I'm hoping that one might be it kind of looks like the movie from a bunch of years ago called Hancock, which was kind of fun. You know, you have a superhero that's kind of like an anti-hero. You saw the trailer yesterday? Yeah. I mean, it looks fun. You know, it's kind of like Watchmen, right? Where they're kind of heroes but kind of not. I mean, you know, more like Rorschach, but even more so, right? Where these guys really just, you know, they're more hurt than help, it looks like. So, could be very funny. Very enjoyable. I hope. I haven't actually, you know what? I guess I can Metacritic Metacritic it. Let's see. Let's see what the great pontificators have said about it. TV. Let's see. Don't see it yet. The Boys. No? Let's see. Really? I hate when they do this. It's all items, TV shows, The Boys. Really? Literally nothing on here. My Boys. You know what? Metacritic sucks sometimes. Their search tools are absolute crap. Oh, okay, now we have The Boys right there at the top, so let's see. What do we got? 9.1. Wow, 12,000 people have already voted on it and gave it a 9.1. I don't watch a lot of movies, only a lot of TV series. I'm the same way. I mean, because I'm basically, I don't want to devote that much time, you know, so I'll watch like a TV show when I'm eating my lunch, or if I'm eating dinner here in front of the computer, you know, I'll kind of like something that's usually 30 minutes, 40 minutes, right? Some old TV show without the commercials on Netflix. But this is encouraging. I can't believe that Metacritic hasn't, let's see, 9 critics. Okay, so we have, yeah, that's weird. So Metacritic has really dropped the ball on that. They have not put it together. But, so I don't know if this is just fanboys here giving a 9.1, or if it's just absolutely that amazing. We'll just look at the review down here briefly. And what do we got? Amazon pulled off a Netflix spectacularly. Hey, sweet, I'm on board. I don't really care about ratings. My thing is, I mean, I get what you're saying, but what I look for is a theme, right? If I look at a lot of reviews and they all basically say that the people in this can't act, right? Or they all collectively say that the story starts good but then falls to pieces, then I kind of get a sense of, you know what, that might be the case, you know. All my favorite movies only have a 4 out of 5. For me, it's a million out of 5. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, there's plenty of movies that I love, right? That, you know, other people just don't get. So that's fair enough. But I mean, what I look for is, because especially on Netflix, I consider Netflix to have a lot of shovelware, where they buy really bad movies, I think, on the cheap, and then they dump them on there. I mean, especially the sci-fis, right? I always get excited about the sci-fis, and then I read the reviews, and it's kind of like, you know what? No. Although I watched Killer Kate, which had 2.5 stars, and dang, was it bad. It was negative 5. Yeah. Sometimes the critics ain't wrong, right? You know, as my buddy used to say, even a blind dog finds a bone occasionally. All right, so I'm gonna say switch bonus room on. I'm gonna do it that way. Say void. You know what? I guess I can go straight to it. Let's try that. Yeah. So let's see. So the player is the portal right here. Then we say game controller switch. I did not make it public, did I? No, I didn't. That's not going to do much good. Let's try that again. Switch bonus room on. That might work. Okay. Fingers crossed. First try at this. We'll see if it goes boom or not. And whoa. Uh-oh. Well, that broke. Can I get out of it? Okay. There are no audio listeners in the scene. I gotta leave my camera there, don't I? Oh, crap. Okay, so I gotta leave the camera in there. And the problem, I need to turn off, or, yeah, no, I gotta turn the camera off and tell it where it needs to go. Yeah, because for the bonus rooms, they're fixed. So I normally the camera follows the player up and down, but for bonus room, I just want the camera to be completely locked. So in that case, we need to take the camera out. Excuse me. All right. Let's grab him, bring him back up to the top. Squish enemy flash. Do I need that? Good thing I did game dev before having my real job. My employer, my employer started with PHP work, went up to C# work, then C++, and now 3D modeling. Even though I should be a sysadmin. Real job, not my opinion. Oh man. So he's basically, yeah, so you're just supposed to, like, you know, keep everything, all the wheels spinning nicely, and now he's got you doing, well, as long as you can do it here, right? Yeah. Still working on Geometria. Oh, did you tell me that's your name? I don't remember you telling me the name of that before. That was the landscape one, right? The dynamic deformable. Wow. Deformable was the word that tripped me up today. Okay. Well, that's cool, man. Yeah, you were showing me some of the early stuff on that. Is that still going nicely for you? Or you started hitting Roblox, or is that still just you chugging away on that? Yeah, but payment for sysadmin is like 1/4 of the developer. Oh, so he's making you work as a developer, but still paying you as a sysadmin? Oh, I hope that's not the case, man. That would absolutely suck. I would be going, no. Exactly. Oh, man. Yeah. And then you kind of go, you know what? That's fine. You know what? You're totally right. I do have that skill set. But you're paying me for 1/4 the price, so I will take 4 times as long to actually produce that same stuff. So there you go. the passive aggressive approach, right? All right. So camera group. Also, if something breaks, I'm the only person in the whole company who can fix it. Job security. That's nice. Yeah. Yeah. Since we have no other devs and nobody knows my systems. Oh yeah, that's definite job security. Yeah. I was just actually talking to a friend of mine about, did I ever mention there was an old Saturday Night Live skit a million years ago with Ed Asner, where he runs like the nuclear reactor, and it's his final day, he's retiring. And he's about to go off to a desert island, a tropical island, and retire, right? And he says, my last bit of advice is, everyone, just remember this. You can never put too much water into the reactor. And he goes, take care, guys, and leaves. So then they have this big discussion, right? It's like, wait, does that mean that no matter how much water you put in there, you can never put too much? Or you want to be very careful and not put too much in there, right? And of course they screw it up and it all goes boom. Sorry to be a spoiler, but you know what? I literally cannot find that video anymore. It's, you know, NBC in their infinite wisdom has basically torn down every YouTube video that shows it, but then they themselves will only show like a couple of episodes out of every episode, full show. And it's kind of like, you guys are jerks, right? You can't have it both ways. You can't sit there and like kill everyone that tries to put up a, you know, a classic clip, but then not even let us have access to it otherwise. I mean, it's not like you literally can't even buy it anywhere. So anyways, rant. Yeah, it was actually a really funny one, right? Oh, so the punchline too, and it was great because it's almost like, I don't know if it's like too dark, because it wasn't like that many years after, let's see, would have been before Chernobyl, or might have been like right after, and 3 Mile Island was not that far away as well, so maybe like, you know, nuclear reactor humor wasn't as good, so the audience didn't really laugh loud, but I just thought it was brilliant. So the way it ends is him on a beach, right, with another woman, and they're just enjoying the sunset, and then the woman goes, oh my, what's that off in the distance? And he goes, oh, that's actually a nuclear explosion, right? So you know that's referencing the reactor. And then he starts to get up and he goes, by the way, just remember, you can never stare too long at a nuclear explosion, and then walks away. And then she's like looking, kind of going, does that mean What? Yeah, anyways. Worst thing is I get doubled every decision I make. Oh, why did you choose MariaDB instead of MS SQL? Oh, why didn't you do it like XYZ? And that's when you just kind of go, be my guest, right? I have done that before too, right? I had one job where I was getting second guessed so bad, right? And I was in the same situation, right? I was the guy that was doing all the setup stuff, and I was getting kind of tired of it. So when it finally at a certain point, I had, and because it was like a small group, and they were all kind of like running off to the room to have these little discussions without me, since I was the new person there. And I finally just had enough, and I looked at the guys. I went to, hey guys, you know what? I appreciate this opportunity, but obviously I'm not giving you what you guys want, and I'm not really getting much out of this myself, so I'll just go ahead and pack up and I'll just head out. Yeah, their attitude changed really fast, and it went fine after that, but, it was a bit of a, push the envelope, but turned out okay. Let's see. I showed him a version with MS SQL just because I was pissed, and it took like 2.5 terabytes of space. Oh my god. And my own table format took 120. That's brilliant. And he said, meh, what storage space? I knew it. I was gonna say, yeah, but then, there you go. A 4 terabyte hard drive, if you don't care about performance, right, you can get one of those for like, what, 100, 150 bucks, right? I mean, it may be slow as crap. It may take forever to read the data, but in theory, that would work, right? But, man, I feel for you. That's annoying. I'm sorry to hear that. Try to create inside a 2.5 terabyte table. It's no fun, I tell you. That's when you, like, say go, and then you go get yourself a coffee or a meal or 2 meals and wait for it to chew. Alright, so let's see what we get this time. Whoa! Well, exactly. The good news is it did execute and it did turn off the old, but the bad news is it didn't actually. Oh, player positioner. Okay. Oh, because I'm instantiating afterwards. Crap, that's right. That's stupid. I'm trying to do that so I don't have a collision issue, but because I have not instantiated the room yet, it's never going to find that, and as a result, it totally screws up. Sorry, I'm back. Welcome. Welcome. We were just ranting about stupid bosses and stupid projects and stuff like that. Didn't hear anything for the past few minutes. Subtext is talking about how the fact that he's basically like, pulling their butts out of the fire and not getting the respect he deserves. Oh, hey, look at that. That actually kind of worked. All right, but I need to do something there. Okay, so that worked. But the one thing that, if you notice, was the fact that I immediately flew out of there, right? So I need to do something where I temporarily disable the motion, I guess. God, that might be a pain, because it's all that Corgi plugin stuff. I don't know if I can like temporarily disable and then re-enable it. Looking at the bright side, I got 2 weeks ago to install NAS. Oh, that sounds like a job to me. Yeah, that's so true, man. That's true. Yeah, my boss is a total jerk, and it's. Oh wait, that's me. Yeah. Bad example. And get all my source and stuff transferred. Already uploaded. That all of my managers are pretty bad. Yeah, my wife's been having pretty bad too. That does suck. All right, so this is working to a degree. The one thing I do notice is the fact that right now I can't really slip through here, which is good. So this might be okay, because I think the way I have this set up is that you really can't. All right, if I do it this way. All right, I'm gonna make this so no matter how you come down, you're not gonna like hit lava just to begin with, so that way you don't get screwed. Top platform, underground tiles. There we go. All managers are bad? Really? They usually don't know their field well or don't know it at all. I've had a whole range. I've had some that were incredibly sharp, and I've had some where I just kind of go, you know what? It'd be so nice if you weren't here right now. Or are too cocky. And I think a lot of those, too, the ones that are too cocky, are the ones that know that they don't know whatever they're telling you to do. So I think they kind of, hit you with bravado in the hopes that they don't get called out for not knowing any clue of what you're doing. Get the thingamajigger doing the whatchamacallit and just, just do it, yeah. And this leads to things like, what's your estimate? When will you be finished? 2 weeks, you say? I do it in 2 days, so you have 2 days. That's when you just kind of go. There you go. There you go, Sparky. Show me up. Let me see it. Tell you what. Let's put the paychecks on the table. There you go. You do it, you walk with both paychecks. You fail, crash and burn, your paycheck is mine. Yeah. And then you, of course, get written up for having an attitude. So I know. All right. So if I just kind of cheat him back. Oh, wait. That's not. Well, who is he? Tile map platform. Underground tiles. Tile map platform. So why did he not connect? Oh, he did. Okay, he's just doing it that way. All right. So, yeah, that's good enough. Do like so. Whoa, why do I have a gap? Is the whole thing offset or something? No. They asked me to do one thing, then get angry at me for not doing something else, even though they haven't set a priority over it. Oh, that's when when they screw up and they kind of go, "Why did you fail?" Hate that. If he would do it in 2 days, I'd pay him. There you go. Yep. Wait. Just crash and burn? Oops. Not in like a can't recover like reboot or just. I hope that's just like a lockup kind of thing. All right. Why am I so off on this? That was weird. Okay. I think we're good now. So, save all that. Alright. Yeah, so that I gotta try and fix. I gotta like disable the input for if I can. Let's see. The funniest thing I had was suggesting a better way, then at the end get totally mad because the way I chose was a total disaster. Oh, that's always bad, man. Yeah, if you're the Sherpa, and if it crashes and burns, yeah, then there's always hell to pay for that one. I've done that too, right? I've been on a project where I was like, you know what, this is the tool we need, and then we start going down the road and I'm kind of going, oh, this is not the right tool. That's when you kind of go, you know, it sucks to be me right now. Forgot to save, and I'm going to have to restart Unity, type crash and burn. Oh, gotcha. Right, then you got to come back and figure out how much you lost. Oh, I hate that, man. Are you planning to implement a level with raising lava? Yeah, well, so actually this should be doing it right now. The bonus room, right? And I'm not sure why it's not kicking off. The bonus room, after a few number of seconds, should shake and then rise up, right? The lava rises up. Also, managed to pause the editor. Oh, that's good. All is safe. Nice. Congrats. Good salvage there. So what'll happen is if you make it through all 4 of the little sections of the underground, then the final, in this case, the level boss will actually be just a bunch of consecutive platforms randomly tossed out and the lava coming up, right? So it's just going to be a race to get to the top with the lava climbing on you. So in this case, the lava is sort of like the boss monster, right? It is the boss monster who's there the whole time, but isn't until we get to that final section that it really becomes a true threat. So, yep. Found the problem. Oh. What those waypoints? What are those? Are those all are those like procedural waypoints or something getting generated? But or is it? You have to explain what that is. Don't know why that happened. Oh really? Oh, that's how they generate the flora. Gotcha. That looked broke. Yeah, so it's gonna be kind of cool because, I mean, I want the other bosses in the other sections to be much more of like an actual creature, right? But I think for this first one, I came up with the concept that the rising lava would be just a fun way to start, right? Because then, you know, and I don't have it's not like other games where you can like jump through and then land on the platform. You have to go around, right? So at first that sounds like, what's the big deal? But once you actually see that lava rising, you know, because it keeps creeping up behind you, right? So it's always threatening, but when you get to that last section and it just comes, right? And you're just going, whoa, 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 right? That's going to be pretty exciting, I think. I could turn off the rendering of them, but I like to keep them. Oh, gotcha, okay. I had worse things. Having a script which draws primitives inside the gizmos and having a number wrong, so I tried to render what is that, a billion lines approximately, and there was no way other than deleting the script of fixing it. Oh, ouch, that sucks. Yeah, I've had a few of those. I've you know, I mean, my programming skills are nil pretty much, so you know, I've found new ways to break Unity. Alright, so I guess what I should figure out now is why this bad boy ain't rising. Because it should. Bonus room. Base ground. Where did I have that script? Unless I broke the script. Because every time Unity started, it tried to render them. Ooh, gotcha. Oh, so then, yeah, then this, you gotta pull that script out. Found the problem. Oh, that's cool. That was fast, man. That was some serious debugging. Alright. So, let's do the time warp again. So, he's hitting there. Okay, we know that works, so we can make that go away. Couple things I want to do. Number one, I want to disable the input. Oh, crap. Yes, I know I cannot make adjustment to the script while the thing's running, otherwise it freaks. I know. So I want to disable the script controls briefly and turn it back on, so then the player can move around. And then I gotta figure out where the lava's not rising in that room. Found the. I forgot to set a spawn time limit, so it just generating for. Yeah, start and stop. That can be your friend sometimes. Instead of BPS, that's pain. All right. So, I guess what I want to try to figure out now is player controller. Alright. So, I don't... Wait. Am I doing this through player controller or... No. That is not actually where it's happening. It is horizontal motion. So, if I disable and re-enable, a simple eye enumerator, wait for seconds will work. Yep. I use those all the time. Console right line, debug, log, breakpoints. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Alright. So, right now I have no control for. I can jump. I have no left and right, but if I turn it back on, if I can find it. Where is he? Character jump. There. So if I turn on at runtime. Whoa! He just totally freaks out. That was interesting. Okay. Alright. So then character horizontal movement script. So I need to be able to disable, re-enable. Try that. Okay. Alright, gotta find that. Is there any way to wait for a number of seconds other than using eye enumerator? Yeah, you can. If you want to kick something off, you could also do it's not enable. It's invoke. Try invoke. So I could do like this. I could do invoke and then whatever function you want, and then in like 2 seconds. So that way you get the bonus of having a pause, but not having to drop it into an enumerator function. Sweet. Yeah, I found that one by accident. I just saw that in somebody's code one time, and I was like, wait, what's invoke? You know, I was like, that's a cool find. Because, yeah, I've done this so many times, right? Is that async or sync? Well, it's that's a good question. Because, I guess because every time I've used invoke, I've always dropped it at the end of a function. So I've never had to worry about code executing after it. So, God, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if we can find invoke. Let's see. So yeah, I mean, unfortunately, they're not giving us any help here. I guess I can like just do a quick test, but you can test it yourself. I would. God, I don't know. I mean, I would assume it's not async because it is an irregular function. So it seems like it couldn't bypass and come back, right? Unless it does invoke, just sort of like create some little, yeah. He's right. So the only way to tell which method should be invoked is by its literal name, and this is a very, very bad idea. All right, bye invoke. I've used it a couple of times, and yeah, it's maybe not ideal, but it's nice if you don't want to generate an enumerator just so you can kick something off in a delayed fashion. The other way I do it sometimes is also if I'm using doTween, which I use doTween all the time, and doTween can have a after completion of that, it will kick off another function, which is kind of nice. Invoke, or how to properly invoke a method. Or how to okay. It speaks out of my soul. It's kind of restrictive. How's it kind of how do you mean? Define restrictive in your you know, and how it actually evokes it, or I'm not quite following there. Oops. Let me check this real quick. Don't care. Yeah, I mean, because I do use doTween all the time. I'm not sure if you're talking about the try to animate two doors closing when both are closed. You want to switch scenes. Oh, yeah. I guess that'd be one of those things that you would have to have, like, where do you put the unfinished? You'd have to do a check, obviously. Yeah, you'd have to make it where it goes into, yeah, a global counter. No, yeah, totally valid point. Yeah, so you'd at that point you're gonna have to have an external counter that says status of door 1, status of door 2. If both close, then proceed. So kind of negates the whole concept. So valid point. So yeah, if you have two things, you know, that have a potential race issue, then obviously, yeah, I totally agree. That would be a really poor choice because you hope for the best, right? You know, screw the second door. We move on. All right. All right. So I got to figure out if I have. I probably don't even have that script here, do I? Controller script. Maybe I do. No, I don't. All right. So serialized field. Character horizontal. Let's see. I gave my character pants. Wise choice if you don't want an adult rating, I guess. Oh, that's what I did? You just kind of go, is the second door closed? Nah, who cares? If it's not, it's not. Moving on. Alright. So, I gotta figure out this stupid character horizontal movement. Movement. Where's movement script? And let me make sure that I haven't already defined this somewhere. Oh, I did. Crap, which one did I just do then? Horizontal movement script. Oh, this guy? Okay. Good, so I do already have it in here. So, and I named it the same thing. So, I said move instead of movement. So I'm almost kind of consistent there. Alright, so then what we want to do here is... Let me backtrack so I can just find my place easier. Right here. So then we just... enabled... Is it equals false? Or... Yes? Good. Okay, cool. Mind reader. I screwed the other door and put unfinished on door 1. So if door 2 lags or something, meh, it transfers to the next scene anyway. There you go. Who cares about visuals, right? Yeah. I mean, come on. You know, if that's like their biggest complaint, the second door did not close in time, you kind of go, dude, let it go, man. You know, if that's your biggest complaint, then my game is freaking amazing, okay? You know. Alright. So, I'm going to try this, and then after a beat, I'm going to use Invoke. Just because you said I shouldn't, I'm going to use Invoke here in just a second. Just to drive you nuts. Let's go to definition. Right? And then we'll... oh, but I can't do it on a remote script, can I? Okay. Let's see if I already have anything that's using it. Nope, just this one. Alright. So I'll just toss it down here. Say public void re-enable move script. I cannot type. I cannot type. Good. There he goes. Let's see. Started playing a mobile game the other day and was shocked about the new trend of having monthly microtransaction subscription plans. That's ballsy. Speaking of which, did you watch the Let's Go Whaling video? No, did you send me a link on that one? Or if you remind me if you sent the link on that, because I don't remember offhand. Dear user, we understand you hate our AAA game and that you don't want anything to do with it, but could we interest you in exclusive content that will not change the gameplay at all for the low price of your soul? Terms and conditions apply. Let's see. Alright, so it's it's 20 minutes. Okay, so Let's Go Whaling tricks for monetizing mobile game players with free to play. Yeah, I know that whales are always the main target, but I still think you can succeed nicely without having to try and go after whales. But then again, I'm getting away from free to play, right? Tribbles and hopefully my next game after that are going to be premium. I did not. Was just curious if you have watched it, because I think all games watch game dev streams. That's true. Okay. Yeah, I got that one. I got it bookmarked. I'll check it out after I go offline. But so here's an interesting kind of thing for me now. Okay. So I've had the discussion too. So Tribble Troubles will be a premium, right? You buy it once up front and you own it for life, right? Not much. It's only gonna be a couple of dollars. It's gonna be for a mobile game. It's gonna be, you know, I guess relatively pricey, I guess, but it's still cheap, I think, for what we're getting. He really talks businessman slang. I may hate that, but I'll still watch it. So now here's my thought, though, right? So now we have this conundrum, right? And I'm kind of back and forth on this notion. Excuse me. So the options are where it's just like, okay, you know, okay, just for simplicity's sake, we'll just say that the game is 99 cents, right? I'm not saying that's the price. I'm just saying for this discussion, right? So there's two ways to approach it. Either buy the game for 99 cents right at the beginning and it's yours, done, right? But the question mark there is like, well, then people don't get a chance to try it. I'll have a web version that they may be able to try, but if you're on your phone, you're not going to be able to try it out. So the argument is people may be hesitant to spend, you know, whatever the price is, right, when they haven't actually played the game and know for sure that they enjoy it themselves. So conversely, the other way is to do the classic shareware, or what, like, you know, they did with Mario. Game's free, you get a little piece of the game, right? Almost like demo mode, and then you unlock the rest of the game, right? But then the trade-off there is Mario had a massive backlash. But in fairness, the paywall comes up very quickly, and the paywall was like $10, I think, right? So, you know, it's neither one of them, I think, is a right answer. It's more of like a classic Kobayashi Maru. I'm not sure which one would be a right fit. Like really scary, deep psychological things. Display an IAP which is overly priced at the start. After some amount of time, display it again, but this time with a discount. This will make the player think, oh, that's a good deal. But $10 for a mobile game is still too much for me. Yeah, and I think that was true for a lot of people. I think, well, because Nintendo is used to charging $60 for their games, right? So they're going, I understand this is mobile, but we spent all this time and effort, because we over-engineered the crap out of this, right? Spent all this time and effort making this game, and the accountants say that we need this much money for this many sales to make this game profitable. So $10 it is, right? And I think they paid the price. 2 to 3 is okay, but 10 for a non-Mario-like game. You broke it again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's frozen. Control-Alt-Delete time. If it would be like Mario Brothers, $10 are okay. Right, and I mean, that's the magical question, right? I mean, content-wise, I'm going to be on par with, like, Downwell, right? And I think Downwell is a perfect example of a game that I think they're charging, it used to be like $4, $3.99 or $2.99. I'm not sure where he is these days. Let's check that out, shall we? I know we're getting a little sidetracked, but I mean, this is actually interesting to me. Whoa, wait, what? Holy crap. I just saw this. Downwell has been removed from Google Play. Access to it. What happened here? It has been removed from my library and purchase history? It's not always the dev. Google is the only one that can remove it. If then it should credit your account. Wait, so it's gone? Hold on. And this is a month ago. How did I not hear about this? You guys know anything about this? It'd be like, let's see. $5 is dangerous, but still okay if the game is really good. Wow, it is gone, guys. Wait, no, sorry. Hold on, that was premature. Downwell is kind of like Spelunky, and it is missing. Holy crap. I don't know why they yanked it though. Here's the Steam version. I'll mute it. This was definitely an inspiration. Although this is much more hardcore and very super overly fast paced. I think a little too quick for my taste. But you know, this one and Spelunky and Super Meat Boy were my inspirations. I'd pay $5 for it. Yeah. And then so he's only charging $3 on Steam, and he's charging similar for Google Play, but they yanked it. Well, gone from. Let's find out why. I've had games, some of my older ones get yanked because I haven't updated them. Excuse me, and some ad network has an issue, so as a result, they pull it. Store. Okay, so this is June. Somebody know why? The game has been temporarily pulled by Google Play for some reason, but we don't know why. We're currently investigating the cause. Oh, that's terrifying. God, I feel so sorry for the guy. It's not even possible for the people who bought it? I mean, it seems like Google would only do that if they found something really egregious, like it was an exploit or something that allowed access to the phone, but jeez. Guys, that's just nuts, isn't it? I was trying to use an example, but yeah. I got the stats. My game is getting 1 frame per 5 minutes. Hey, it's like being back in the old Commodore 64 days, right? In Elite. All right. So, hey, Runes, what up, buddy? Hello, welcome, welcome. So we were just discussing a couple things. I was talking about, I was just discussing the idea of how to approach. So, as I've discussed before, Tribble Troubles, because it is, you know, my partner that I'm working with, he just wants people to buy the game and be done with it, right? So now we get in the discussion of what is the fair price. That is still in discussion, but the way we approach it, right? There's 2 ways. That is, you know, buy the game. Let's see. Turned out one time it was because I didn't had a privacy policy. Then became I didn't include a link to the. I had the same thing too. Yeah, Subtext. I had that too. I had one of my games where it was constantly kicking me back, right? And it was like I had other games that never had that, but then one that was like getting updated. They're like, yeah, you're missing this. Wait, since when? I think I'm going to pull the plug. Uh-oh. Oh, on the Unity, the Control-Alt-Delete's not letting you kill it. So, anyways, uh-oh, bye-bye. Nerd is going bye-bye. All right. So we were talking about the idea of, so do I charge the people up front for the game, right? Right from the beginning, right? Now, the good news is once they bought it, they own it, and everything's good, unless Google mysteriously yanks it. But I digress. But you buy it, you own it, you're good, right? Conversely, the idea of it's free, and you get a sampling, kind of like the old shareware model, right? You get a little bit of the gameplay, and then unlock it for the rest of it. It's a dangerous thing because that way people can try it and see if they actually like it. It stopped responding. All right. Yep. Kill it with fire. You know, so, but at least that way people are curious, can try the game out, but then we get the issue of people that, you know, expect everything to be free, and they're like, you know, and a lot of people were doing this on the Mario game too. It's like, this game sucks. It was fun, but then they wanted me to pay for it. It's like, you're right, because, you know, people don't need to make money, right? I'd rather do a demo and a paid version. Oh, you mean like 2 separate entities? Because I did that back in the day. Oh, you finally killed it? Good man. Hope you didn't lose anything. But I'm assuming that you saved after that other hang-up. But, yeah, Subtext, the only problem is, no? Oh, crap. Okay, you're definitely playing with fire then. Why would I save? Yes, and openly disclose that the demo version is a demo version. Okay, so yeah, you're talking about 2 separate. Now, see, now I've done that, right? My very first game, Poker with Bob, was like that because that was early days, right? At this point, oh my God, 9 years ago, right? So it was before in-app purchase. So everyone did a light version and then they did the full version, right? It's back up. It is back up. Oh, that was fast. Let's see what I lost. Fingers crossed for you there, buddy. Hope you didn't lose too much. You know, so the downside with having the demo and the full version is that now you're supporting 2 different versions, right? And if you're gonna do that for iOS and Android, now you have 4 different versions, right? Oh, you lost nothing. Lucky boy. Save now. Save early, save often. You know, so it's then you know, because, you know, if you have a demo version that's split off, then any updates, then you got to propagate all that update to the demo version, or you have to have some methodology where you're constantly switching the full version from full into demo and then building that one out. I mean, the demo version can easily built with Super Unity build. I haven't played with it yet. Yeah. Let's see. Powerful automation tool for quickly and easily generating builds of a game with Unity. All right, but I agree. But I mean, it's still. I mean, I get the fact that you can have like data that either does or doesn't go into a build, but I still think you have to tailor the scripts. At least I did back in the day, because Poker with Bob, going back to my example, right? Demo mode. you know, you'd play like anywhere of like 7 to 10 hands, and then Bob yawns and falls asleep, and the demo mode ends, right? But that was like a whole separate kind of code to handle that kind of stuff, right? I mean, I guess that can be embedded in the main one, but it's I don't know. It seems kind of dicey. But yeah, okay, I looked at the link and I see it on GitHub. So, I mean, that is a possibility. That is a possibility. But, you know, Alex, what up, buddy? You'll need some sort of preprocessors set up to go back and forth. But the preprocessors just work with... Oh. Really? Wait, that's an option? Demo mode? I thought preprocessors only did for, like, build types. Am I just totally ignorant on this? I could actually have, like, a preprocessor of demo mode? If so, then that's freaking awesome. You can have custom ones. See, and this is... I don't stream just to show my game being made. I stream because you guys edumacate me, like, every freaking time. That's awesome. That is awesome. Sweet. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So, I guess, and if I have the demo version, I just say, hey, don't want to pay for it yet? Try it out now, right? And then, yeah. We use them at work for your iOS, Android, Kindle, and Apple retail stores. Okay, I got it. Okay, you threw that out there. I gotta ask you. Kindle? Here we go. Here we go. Oh, it will break. Yeah, Alex, Kindle. I mean, I don't know what kind of specific apps you're throwing at it, but, you know, is there still a market on Kindle? Don't make the choices. I just... that one seems like a lot of effort for very little payoff. I'm just curious. It's very okay. Yeah. I mean, so even if you get like 100% of the market, you know, you're able to supersize your value meal at McDonald's, I'm guessing, right? Preprocessors are usually in CPP for me and doing stuff like if def, 132, else if arm, end f. Gotcha. All right, that's fantastic. Guys, I really did not have a clue about that. So, yeah, play has been pressed. Nerd is just in crash hell right now. It's about 1/10 of Android, and Android is typically 1/10 of iOS. Right, but at least you get to claim it, right? You could just kind of go, hey guys, guess what? Kindle, for all 100 of you people, enjoy. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. All right. So that's good. Okay, that's isn't Kindle just Android? Android-ish. I mean, it's its own separate build. You know, in the same way like Amazon is separate, that like a terrible version of it. Amazon, the same thing, right? Amazon, you do not have the Google store on there, right? So you're trapped on their version of it. Mission failed. We'll get him next time. Poor Nerdit. He's in crash hell. Alright, so then I gotta see if I can select UE4 and Lumberyard. Oh, ouch. Ouch. I don't know if I'd toss UE4 in that group, but Lumberyard, yeah. Lumberyard definitely seems to be a bit of a misstep. Enabled equals, we'll turn that back on. Yeah. It's a CryEngine, but it's forked off, right? Didn't they fork off like a long time ago? So like CryEngine and Lumberyard. Yeah, which is a shame because, I mean, you go back and look at like the original Crysis. Now, granted, it ran like a slide projector on my machine back in the day, but my God, that was beautiful. It would be a better comparison. I got a friend of mine that actually does tutorial videos for Lumberyard. You know, not anymore. It got fudged with Amazon Web Services. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, they're just trying to shove it all in there, right? Which, yeah, I'm an AWS user myself, so you know, I was playing with Microsoft Azure, but I bolted. But I mean, my needs are really pretty simple. I'm using it for the Valley Village, my last game, and I mean, I got very little data running through there, so it's not much of an investment, at least not in AWS. But Microsoft started getting a bit pricey, so I kicked their butts to the curb pretty fast. Alright, so I'm going to re-enable this, but I got to figure out when I want to re-enable it. So right now, in theory, if I do this, and it doesn't crash... Did I save? I did. Oh, I didn't save game controller. Crap. Let me come back over here. Save. There. Alright, so now I should hit that. I should go to the bonus room, and I should lose control of the character. That's what... Oh, wait. It's turned off right from the get-go. Let's fix that. Turn him back on. Try that again. Yeah, it's just a huge Amazon Web Service commercial, in my opinion. You know what? I wouldn't even argue that. I think you're totally on the correct path with that. And I have saved now. Oh, nerd it. Finally. Come on, man. That control S should have happened a long time ago. Also, the last updates were just... Oh, really? So... a game engine, and the only thing they update on the game engine is the AWS. Hey, where do all my people go? Wait, why am I by myself down here? That's not good. What happened to everybody? Streaming... Oh, there. Oh, did somebody do like a battle royale and I missed it? That's weird. Okay. Shiny keys. I farted. How's the side scroller coming along? Haven't gotten to check back in a while. Oh, well, I'll give you a quick rundown. I just got back from San Diego Comic-Con. I took it out there, and I had roughly 900 people try it out, right? Because I know that because I had stickers that said official Tribble tester that I gave to every person that tried it. And I came home with like 92 stickers. So pretty much what was there before. Just a few of the new details as he catches the wall and actually hangs onto it more. Easy debugger thingy. Nice, love that thing. There you go. And there you go. So this stuff. So everything's coming along really nicely. The mechanics are all there. I need to make a bunch more levels for this first section. My artist, it was, okay. So, Alex, I guess you didn't even know. So, excuse me. I don't know how much knowledge you have for Star Trek. But if you look over there, Tribbles actually come from Star Trek. So, and I've actually publicly announced that now. So, so here you go. Actually, just go to the Wikipedia page. There you go. So, best known as the classic episode, The Trouble with Tribbles. So, yeah, here you go. If I can zoom in. There you go. There's Kurt getting bombarded by all the Tribbles. Let's see. That was a White Square leaked the fact that you're using that debugger. Oh. Oh, yeah, the SR debugger. Oh, yeah. Damn, that's very good eyes there. It's right there. There it is. You're absolutely right. I love SR Debugger. I'm very happy with SR Debugger. So yeah, so actually the way it works is it took me 3 years. Oh, I do too, man. SR Debugger's awesome. So it took me 3 years of negotiations, but the way it works is I have a partnership with Tribble Toys, which was co-founded by the guy that originally wrote the original screenplay, David Gerald. So I'm partnering with his company called Tribble Toys. Tribble Toys has the relationship with CBS, so they handle all the licensing agreements, right? So the beauty of it is I just get to make the game, and they get the headaches to deal with, you know, the CBS side of things, which has been fantastic for me. You know, the big rule is that I can't basically just do terrible things or Tribble. So, you know, that kills the first 5 ideas, but no. But so aside from that, yeah, it's that's awesome. Thanks, man. Yeah, it was 3 years in the making. You know, it took me a long time to actually lock the deal up. So we have Tribbles, which you see here, right? These cute little furry guys. And also, here, I'll turn the audio on. There you go. You have that classic Tribble purr, which I was not allowed to use. He broke it again. You're consistent. At least you saved this time. But, so I was not allowed to use the actual purr from the TV show. So I had to, like, reverse engineer and build my own purr and screech. Oh, this is what the screech sounds like. So I had to like reverse engineer what they did on the show and kind of replicate it, but it's pretty close. They were pretty descriptive on how they did it originally, so I was able to mimic it pretty nicely. These orange guys, they're called Glommers, and they actually came out of the animated Star Trek. Here you go, images. There you go. Yeah, so this was in the animated Star Trek. They introduced the Glommers, and they were generated by the Klingons. They're genetically engineered by the Klingons, and the whole reason for their existence is just to eat tribbles. So there you go. So I introduced Glommers here, and you can see they kind of charge at you there. Nerd. All right. Just kind of leapfrog him here for a second, and then just squish him. So there you go. So all I have rights to are specifically tribbles and glommers. Those are the only two things, the names and the likenesses. Unfortunately, that's all I get in terms of Star Trek universe, which is a bummer, but still pretty happy. So and the idea is that you're a tribble that gets caught on a spaceship eating their food. That's what tribbles do. The captain in fit of rage beams your poor little tribble into the center of a nearby planet whose molten core is rising. So now you as the tribble are trying to climb your way up to safety. So you start underground and then you work your way up into... here, I'll show you in a second here. Alright, I stopped playing. So if you come over to my webpage... There you go. Tribble Troubles. You'll see that we got that. But so ultimately what happens is you climb your way out of the underground and then you find yourself in a canyon. And because, as I said, the only thing I had rights to were glommers in terms of enemies, so I had to get creative after that. So I started looking at the old Star Trek animated show, kind of use as a guidelines in terms of the goofy over-the-top characters. So you come into like a canyon, and then we have this little sandworm with all these spikes, right, who can chase you from level to level by going into these little tunnels, right? And then from there you progress onward and upward into a jungle where you get this nice little goofy alien ape who's going to chase you all over the place. So now you're basically trying to just, evade, I'll have some kind of system where you can, like, damage them, but I'm not sure if you'll kill them or if you'll just kind of, like, knock them unconscious or something. I still got to balance that out. And then ultimately, if you make it at the top of the jungle, you get inadvertently beamed back onto the ship that you originally started on. So when you imagine, as a crew member, right, if you take a little furball and you beam him into the center of the planet, and then a little while later he ends up back on your ship again, you'd be pretty pissed. Confused, but pissed. So that's how that ends up. So you go through 4 different environments. Each time you come across new opponents that are better skilled, right? So the game gets more and more challenging as you go along. That's cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. So it's coming along pretty nicely. I'm pretty happy with it. Still got a ways to go, but and I have a really talented artist named Daniel Thomas who's doing all the looks awesome and it sounds so awesome. Thanks, man. Really looking forward to it. Appreciate that. Yeah, and when a big chunk of this is my artist Daniel. He's just absolutely doing fantastic stuff, man. His 2D art is just absolutely fantastic. I'm trying to generate rocks at the edge of my floating island. Oh jeez. Hopefully we get a Switch port. Funny you mentioned that. That's how I started off the stream today. I just submitted my proposal to Nintendo today. Just put it all together. I finally got all my stuff in order. I'm licensed for 3DS. I'm already licensed for Wii U. I have not gotten their blessing yet for the Switch. So fingers crossed. Hopefully Nintendo comes back and goes, yeah, we like that. There he goes. Okay, good. So that did work. So that knocked it out. And then maybe if I just knock it out and bring it back. Fingers crossed you have these $700 US for the kit. Yeah. To be honest, that's actually less than I thought it'd be. That's still a lot of money, but some of these kits are just insanely expensive. It's a real pain to submit games to Nintendo. Yeah, and it's funny because I did that. Do you need lawyers or something to copyright or trademark something? Trademark, what, the dribbles? If that's what you're talking about, absolutely, no, I don't have to worry about that because CBS already has all that stuff covered. So if someone tried to, like, steal tribbles, they don't have to fear me, they have to fear CBS. Just in general. You can. I guess it sort of depends on how big you think your game is going to be. Absolutely. You can absolutely trademark a character and you can trademark a name, right? Depending on the name, we can get in that discussion, right? Of course you have like, Saga, and, all that kind of crap. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with trying to, like poker with Bob, right? I could trademark that. I could trademark my character, that kind of stuff. It's nice if you're really in fear of someone completely trying to clone it to the point where it's indistinguishable from yours. So it's a good way to shut that down. But, I mean, it doesn't protect your gameplay at all, of course. Gameplay can get cloned 12 ways to Sunday, as we've seen a million times over these days, right? But yes. So yeah, name and visuals, yes. But gameplay, no. There's no way to trademark gameplay at all. That one is free, and everyone's open to it. My name is literally Spanish for geometry. I didn't know this until halfway through development. Oh man. Biggest issue with Nintendo publishing is the requirements of USK, ESRB, and PEGI. Yeah. Alright, so gotta go. Thanks for streaming, Nerd It. Alright, man, good luck with the crashing. I hope you get it worked out. So that's an interesting question I have there. So I know that's for the physical copies, right? But ESRB and PEGI is required for their online store as well. I wasn't sure if that was the case or not. And it may be. And I mean, if so, then it'll be my first run-in with ESRB and PEGI. I like PEGI because you can say it. ISRB doesn't really work. So every time you have to go ESRB, So kudos to, let's see. Oh, one sec. Yeah, kudos to Europe for coming up with a better name for it. PEGI is fun. Just PEGI 18. PEGI is just fun to say. ESRB rating still pending. So, I don't know. I'll have to do homework on it. Well, you know what? I don't have to. PEGI is not. Really? Is it just UK? Am I grouping in too much? And it should actually just be UK? Is that what PEGI is? I'm in America, man. I'm so sheltered and cut off from the world. I'm poorly informed. Okay. Germany in specific uses USK. Okay, so then you're probably right. PEGI is probably limited to just UK. Well, I mean, that is something that I will obviously have to deal with, but that's only if I get, if I get Nintendo's blessing on doing the Switch version. Because at this point, I could do a 3DS version, but I just don't know if there's enough market to really make the effort to try and actually pull that off. Let me look for you. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. All right. So then let's come back here. So, and then this would be in game controller. Yeah, player controller. All right, so I'm going to use it here, invoke. And I know we just had the discussion about saying you should not do this, but yeah, I'm a jerk. Alright, so invoke, and then I gotta figure out what the name is. Enable. Ow, stop. There it is. Invoke, and then we'll say it's like a fraction of a second, so we'll just say 0.2 of a second. That should be sufficient. So all I'm doing is just put a comma. That might be smart. What I'm doing is just briefly turning off the controls and turning it on and hoping that does a reset, because I'm using Corgi. So normally I would just flush the controls, but with Corgi I'm kind of limited and controlled by what it wants to do. So let me see if that fixes things or not. Nope, it goes right back to on. Alright, so I gotta delay that more. Alright, so I'm gonna fix that, but I'm gonna take a quick restroom break, so hang tight and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Just refilling my glass here for a second. So, just glance at that. So, for digitally only, you have to have use IARC. All right. That I'm actually not even familiar with. Let me look that up. No, International Agency on Cancer, I don't think is the right one. Oh, there we go. Found it. International Age Rating Coalition. Okay. Wow, okay. I'm actually not even familiar with this. Is this like a relatively new system or something? Or have I just been clueless and missed this? So, for developers, let's see. So, similar, kind of like ESRB, do you have to submit and pay and all that kind of stuff? Let's see. It's free. I like it already. Free of cost to developers. I'm liking this. Ratings take place. It's designed to be quick and easy as possible. Question depends on how much. Oh, so it's just kind of like the because Google does this, right? When you submit an app, you go through a whole series of questions, and it comes out and it tells you what it thinks the rating of the age rating would be. So is this not something that's actually supervised by an individual, but it's like a self-filled out form, and they produce that value for you? I'm just skimming, so I'm not sure that's the case. To any developer participating in digital storefronts. And let's see, we support a whole bunch of stuff. Not really, as Nintendo puts it, it goes through a test. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, you still get evaluated by Nintendo, but I'm just saying that if you're getting an age rating from these guys, it's done as a, let's see, along with a generic rating for the rest of the world. Sweet. Okay, I like that, man. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I expect Nintendo to go through everything with a fine-tooth comb, man. I think Nintendo makes Apple look like slackers with as much, protection as they do for their stuff. I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue that fact. They've never updated their website ever, and yeah. Yeah, it used to be like Wario World, right? And then they've changed the name, but yeah, they haven't changed the site. Yeah. Yeah, would not argue that at all. It's less than stellar. As much money as the company makes, you think they could spend a few bucks and have a proper website, but not so much. Crap. I really need to figure out how I want to deal with that. Omos, which is grandmas in German. Nice. I'm not. What is? I have no idea what Omos even is. I mean, well, aside from grandma in German, but how does that relate in Nintendo? I mean, is that like some other separate form for separate developers, or some other representation, or what does that even entail? Online time management system. Really? How does that pertain to third-party developers? Or is this for not third-party? Because I don't get that at all. Alright, so how about if I do this? How about if I do this where I don't do this. I wait until he actually hits the ground. Okay, so I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you. Fair enough, man. I'm happy to remain ignorant and still breathing. So there you go. That's pretty much how I got through school right there. Ban management system. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's obviously much more for like online multiplayer, that kind of stuff, right? To get rid of the not so friendly players. In my case, since I'm sticking strictly with single player, thankfully that's not something that I will be having a headache of this time. Alright, so he's doing that. Okay, so I gotta figure out a system of when he drops down and when he makes contact. Let's see. So, switch bonus room on. Tell you what we're gonna do is make a bool here. Bonus room active. Start off false. Alright. And we'll say active equals true. So what I'm thinking here is put a trigger in here because I need to make it where you lose your controls initially. And because I'm using the corgi, I have no way of like flushing the controls as far as I know. So if I turn it off and then only turn it back on after you strike, corgi unity flush input. And I don't think I have a way of doing that. Alright, I'm looking on the corgi to see if there's anything about either reset or flush. No. And there probably isn't. I don't think he has anything that sophisticated in there, so I'm kind of trapped with that one. That is like, oh god, nice URL there, and that's for the Switch. Oh jeez. Okay. Wow. Barato Niktu. Jeez. Man, you aren't kidding. Okay. Well, so far I've only been exposed to the one website, which still hasn't got me too far, and has not been very pleasant in terms of handholding for sure. Okay. So switch bonus room on. We say bonus, and then we'll say. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Controller. No, crap. So all the platform stuff gets handled by Corgi, so I'm gonna have a hard time trying to figure out exactly when. When you need informations, at least that is how I feel. You have to go through links, through links, through links, through links, through links. Yeah, that's the way I was feeling as well. And you still have right, and then you just say, forget about it. I'll Google it and see if someone else mentions it. Yeah, and that's just me and my one website. I'm kind of feeling that way, so I can't wait to experience more if I have the opportunity. Oh, problem with that is that no one's going to give you right info because of the NDA stuff. I'm just guessing ahead, but that would be my guess. Oh. Yeah, you can Google all you want. You're not going to get anything. You're just going to get 10,000 responses of how to beat the latest game. Okay. So it's not a trigger. Oh, we can check status. How about that? Fixed update. God, I hate to throw it in there. Anim state. Oh, I didn't know that the SDK got leaked, including the plugin. Oh my god, I didn't even hear anything about that. Wow. You got a link? No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Yikes. As much as yeah. Kidding. No. I'm gonna play by the rules. Because I mean, there's no upside as far as I can see. Even like, I mean, unless you're gonna do some like homebrew stuff and you're gonna put it out there illegally or something. I don't know why. If you're trying to be a straight up developer, having access to that stuff. I'll have a more recent version. You're slick, man. You're slick. You are Mr. Resource. You're like the guy in the prison. It's like, anyone needs anything, go to him, man. Yeah, we got you covered right over there. All right. So update anim state. All right. Let's try it here. Hopefully, maybe I get an anim state change and it doesn't change, but I can force it. Let me try this. No, that's not going to help, because if I check for the room, it's going to check it every time I'm in the room. I need that stuff. I'm on in a forum where source code of games get leaked. Gotcha. Gotcha. That makes sense. Okay. God. I mean, I get this total love-hate relationship with the Corgi plugin. I mean, I'm happy with the fact that it gives me like wall hang and all that kind of stuff. Pretty automated. But man, does it really suck in other ways. I mean, you know what? I guess I could change the level and just make it so he lands in a little cubicle. I guess that would work. I could do it that way. To be honest, some game devs deserve leaking their games. So, okay. Color me ignorant. Hammerpoint, OP Productions, and Guerrilla Games. So what were they doing that justifies the fact that they should get outed in terms of the code? They produced 6-7 games with their engine who are just recent. Oh, gotcha. And all sold them for 60 euros? Okay. Yeah, that's legit then. Absolutely. That's definitely kind of screwing the system there. Oh, man. Yep. I concur on that one. Okay, so let's try this. I mean, this is a cheesy workaround, but let's see. Combat platform. So if I kind of do it like this, let's see. Oops. Oh crap. It's totally gonna block that one though. Okay, I'm gonna have to play here for a second. Also, they sold a game in alpha for 50 euros and updated it slowly. After the code got leaked, it showed the dev had the game finished already and was just pushing out those updates slowly. Really? I mean, what's the upside to doing it that way? I mean, unless they just felt like they were never going to be able to sell it for real? They introduced bugs, which were just things they screwed up to fake that they were working on the game. Oh, that's evil, man. That's really evil. Let's see. More money? So because if it's in alpha, they still can trick people, but once it's released, people get to find out just how bad the game is. False bans equals new buyers. Got it. Wow. Okay, yeah, that is definitely pure evil, man. Alright, so what is the best way to deal with this crap? That's what I'm not sure of yet. So my situation here is I need to get the person trapped. So actually I want this to be more like up here. God, it's gonna make it harder to even get out of this stupid thing now. Also, they announced a new and revolutionary anti-cheat, which turned out was just screenshots when the game detected injections. Well, it was new, you know, and it was definitely revolutionary, I guess. I mean, useless probably, but you know, interesting concept. Wow, yeah, definitely sound like jerks. All right, so then if I bring it in this way, up and out. Oops. Oh, maybe if I shave the edge off here, that'll make it a little better. Squeeze through there like so. Oops, that's wrong. I need that. Oh, crap. Need that one. And then smooth edge here like so. Whoa. There it goes. Okay. Also, they stole art from Walking Dead, music from American Horror Story. Wow. Okay, yeah, pretty much jerks. Alright, so I wonder if I can even get through this. Okay. So... switch bonus room on. This is okay, so this is game controller. So let me do it back over here. Player controller. Let's see. The community was released had accomplished more in 1 year than the dev in 10. Yeah, I'm always amazed, man. It's just like, you know, the people that just kind of like behind the scenes just start tinkering, you know. One of the illegal stolen game server was then transformed into a licensed copy. Made huge amounts of money with skins and stuff. Oh, that's too funny. So I guess the game was kind of, I mean, if it got cleaned up, I guess the game was at least somewhat playable, right? Because, I mean, if people go into the effort to make it work, you know, that's kind of funny. That, you know, and so I guess they had something, but they just did a poor job of actually finishing and making it a viable. Actually, they were just stupid. Devs were just stupid. That's funny. Alright. Let's see. So if we come back to re-enable, so we do this after, we'll say half a second. Put that, and then we'll say play state. I want to change the play state to, if you search the code, I have no idea, or something like that, you get over 100 results. You probably get a dozen if you search on mine, I think, too, in fairness, though. But at least I admit I have no clue what I'm doing. One line was literally like, this should show the distance in meters, but I didn't implement this, so I have no idea what it actually shows. Oh, that's classic. This does something. Post a note equivalent of, just don't touch this. Alright. Okay, status. No. Anim state. Switch. Okay, so. Alright, so I'm going to force the current state. I think that's what I'll do here. Oh, crap. How did I not have that? If I force it to idle, I don't like this, but it's the only way I know to get around the limitations in the controls. Stop artists. Hey, come on, that's what artists do, man. That's our job. You know, as soon as you let artists start scripting, man, that's when all the wheels come off. The dumbest thing of all was that it was possible to inject a DLL which redirected all packet sends and packet receive functions, so you could just send I headshot a player XYZ and the player would die. 100,000 barricades in a half a second. That would make for a very unfun game. Definitely right there. Alright. Alright, that's what I want. This guy is equal to idle. And then we say update anim state. Oh, I can't set it, can I? Crap. Oh, this is killing me. So I gotta like turn it on, but enough time that it has a chance to hit the ground, but not too early. And I have no idea if there's gonna be a delay. God, stupid corgi. It was fixed in half a day by me and a couple of other veterans on the game. It was literally just following the principle: never trust the client. There you go. Okay. Alright, so I cannot actually even set that. Alright. Alright, maybe if I just do an anim crossfade and just be done with it and then turn it back on. So, not even give it a true change. See what that does for us. Oh, and the revolutionary anti-cheat was also fake item spawns. So item spawns, which in theory shouldn't be reachable by players, and when an item is picked up from such locations, auto ban the auto bans the player. Wow. There he goes. Okay, that works. That's a bit of a hack, but that actually kind of worked okay. Not pretty, but it's, and I don't like that either. I could fix that like so. Yeah. But the devs didn't think about the possibility of bugs and glitches, which the player could sometimes get into the zone and get auto banned, and the publisher refused to unban such players. Wow. So they're kind of going, we know we screwed up and we don't know how to fix it, so our solution is just to say you're done. Wow. That is evil, man. That is absolutely friggin' evil. Alright. So now that I have a better sense of how this is going to work, I can probably just make this ground level here, like so. Break this up. Yep, and just make a little horseshoe so it catches them and prevents them from sliding. So, not pretty. Oh, but he just slid right off. Crap. So, but then I gotta I gotta figure out, because that drop. Search bonus room on. So after it finishes, how about that? So you fall through the world and teleport it into a no-clip zone and get banned. Oh, so their glitch gets you auto-banned. Wow. Sorry we screwed up. You're done. Crap. He's still... I gotta figure out a better way to deal with this stupid plug-in here. Yeah, because see, that's just wrong. Okay, so... make it 1 full second. So the script should be turned off, and it doesn't come back on until that. Okay. So they didn't care because they're making funny. That just makes them even all the more evil. And it's still... Oh, God. Oh, okay, I gotta figure out a better way to deal with this thing. I mean, Corgi treats it like such a black box, right? So there's no way of flushing the input. Reset user input. No, not change bindings. No, just change the input. This is useless. Access will reset to 0. No. That has nothing to do with Corgi, so that doesn't help either. I don't want to change the input settings. I want to just, like, disable the left and right. Ugh. God, I'm gonna have to go and like try and hack his script, I guess. I mean, they sold a game for 60 euros and then implemented microtransactions. Oh, come on! How EA of them? Oh, play to win. Oh, God. So we charge you 60 euros, and then if you actually want to just destroy everyone, pay more money, and then you get the. But just God forbid you fall through the floor, or that money's gone. That. Man, all right, I get it. These guys definitely deserve all the crap they get, because that's just pure definition of evil right there. So unless maybe my positioner is player positioner. No, that's right there in the center. So he should not be moving at all. And then there's the bonus rooms get switched on. Bonus rooms, yeah. Instantiate. Find it and move into that position. Maybe if I just hold them there for a second and override everything. Maybe if I do it that way. Gives you a second to see that you're in the other room, and you let go. Stuff like you die and have to wait 15 minutes to play again with that character, or pay $2 and play immediately. Oh no, that's way beyond evil enough, man. Okay, they deserve everything they got coming to them for that. That's just, oh. That is absolutely just pure evil. Alright, so then how about this? What if I, you switch to it and you let go, and then I freeze you for a second. So enable, and then so I'm gonna disable this here. And they still release new games. Wow. Oh, and they released 6 of those under 4 years with it just reskins every time, right? Games that are iterations on the first one, just reskins. Yeah. Yeah, that's, you know, that's when you need, like, you know, Steam to actually step up and kind of go, yeah, guys, you know, no, this is not right. But I guess Steam's got bigger stuff to do, like counting all the money they're making and not making Half-Life 3. Oh, they did remove them once, and they, what, changed their name and just put it all back up there again? Okay. Let's see. Okay. So that's what, okay, let's do this. We'll go back here. And then we're going to do this in enumerator. Delay bonus room. Oh, nice. Like so. One of their games was called The War Z, and the movie World War Z sued them, so they had to change it to Infestation Survivor Stories. Nah, they lied in their description, so Steam forced them to remove the part where they lied. Oh, wow, that's, yeah, wow, that's a lot of punishment. But Steam doesn't do business with them after the 3rd game. Well, okay, so then where are they selling it now? If Steam dumped them, are they just running their own store front, or do they find someone else to take it and sell it for them? Own launcher. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Well, I mean, at that point, then you get what, caveat emptor, right? I mean, that's, you know, you're definitely buyer beware. But yeah, that's evil. Oh, they started with the free-to-play on Steam and then switched over, and just to see how far they could gouge people. Okay. Technical problems with the splash pad. Ooh. All right. Then was he on their own storefront? Yeah. Jeez. All right. Let's go float delay is equal to time plus 1, just 1 ping. And then put that on Steam, put the second iteration of War Z on Steam too, then another game under a different publisher. God. Yeah, cretins. And now they only sell on their own storefront until they can come up with a new name and try and sneak back on Steam again. I'm surprised they haven't knocked on Epic's door yet. Or does Epic have a little more class in terms of, like, cleaning stuff up? Alright. We'll do this. Time is less than delay. We'll say alright, so I'll send that, right? Return there, and then once it's done, then I actually tell it to go do its thing. I mean, the dude Sergey Titov was CEO of Arcos, Guerrilla Games, OP Production, and and another one which I forgot. Okay, so it just keeps ping-ponging. Another new one, but I didn't watch his actions anymore. If people are stupid and still buy his game, so be it. Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking too. If it's on their storefront, right? You know, I mean, third-party storefront, I'd be really skeptical of from the beginning. He also was involved in the worst game of all time, Big Rigs. Oh yeah? Just like 18-wheeler kind of drive from coast to coast kind of thing. I'd look it up, but it sounds like it's gonna be incredibly painful to take a look at. Wait, I can get away with this, can I? Bonus room, and then... Nope, doesn't like it. Now it's happy. Okay. So delay it for 1 full second, and then once we finish, then we'll actually unleash everything. But it was a racing game. Oh god. Okay. Couple of bugs. The AI didn't ever move from the start line. You could drive infinite miles per hour in reverse, and you could drive through buildings. Yeah, you know, collision is so overrated now. It's been done, you know. Non-collision is the new hotness. Alright, let me move him over here. So then at that point, we just need to switch him back over, enable move script. Oh yeah, at that point, I don't have to do that, do I? So I could just go, player controller script. Is that public? It is. Re-enable movie script. Enable move script. That should bring him back to life. And I don't think I need to do idle because he's going to fall into place. And we'll try our luck. And in the finish line, it would say, "You're a winner. Your base all belonged to us. Your money all belonged to us," right? Alright. So, I guess what I should do is do idle instant. Alright. Let's see. More bugs in the screenshot. Yeah? Oh, God. No, that actually looks pretty good for a, you know, 1989 game. God. I mean, Carmageddon looked better than that back in the day. Wow. Well, I mean, I guess they're going off after the old concept of like a sucker born every minute, right? I mean, if people are dumb enough to buy it, you could drive off the map. Well, I'm not surprised. But you didn't fail. God. Oh, all right. Oh, so I could do it right here. Put a controller, so... Crap. So I did disable the other one. Okay, oh wait, what am I doing to disable? There it is. Okay, that's what I want right here. So then we'll just force, once that switches on, we'll just say, play, oops, and play idle 0. Just force it right into it. No transition. Which I don't think I have to do that, but yeah. It would look good for a 1995 game, but shame it was released in 2003. Yeah. So wait, why does it? But it still wants to jump to the side, and it still wants to fly 5 million miles an hour. God. Alright. See, that dude is pure evil. Yeah, this is me not arguing. Alright. So this, unfortunately, isn't coming out nearly as clean as I wanted it to. Let's see. I mean, I guess I could change it up where he's like, you start like here. And you have to climb out. Yeah, I'm not crazy about that either. I just liked him dropping in. Let's see. We'll try this. Shave this off for a second. Right. Move this up. Let's see. Crap, I'm still not liking that. I mean, I guess if I put it right there and I drop them in here, and just stick them right here, and I don't delay anything, he just pops up and he's good to go there. That might work. Mushroom. So actually, I guess I don't need to even disable it, do I? Don't need that, don't need that. Just switch it on and just go. Alright. I mean, it's not what I want. I mean, this is me just working around the problem. Not as elegant as I'd like it to be. Let me try this. Hold on. Let me check this real quick. What the, you didn't even come close to putting it where I told you to put it. What the heck? Why would you do that? Okay, try it that way. Oh. Wait, is this one that the Gemquisition was doing his rant on a while back? Is that this one? Infestation Survivor Stories? Because I know he did one that was with a bunch of idiots that released a game that was just so far from even close to playable. So I don't know if it's that one or just another one that's just slapping something together and making money off of it. Oh. Gemquisition. Isn't that his name? This dude. YouTube streamer that Jim Cuisine. he does like rants all the time, right, on different games and that kind of stuff. This guy. He did one a while back. I don't remember the game. But he did one where he just like ripped it to shreds. And no, it wasn't. It was he transferred. No, he did one where he actually, now I remember. So he trashed this game, and the manufacturers of the game, the developers, actually tried to sue him to say that it was like damaging their game. And it's kind of like, I'm not damaging the game, man. You damaged. You made this game. You damaged it. But it became pretty famous for about 5 minutes. Uh-oh. Canine alarm system's going off again. Okay. So that's way too squeezed in there, so that's not good. Crap. This doesn't work. Just banned players which were talking truth about his game. Yeah. Also, he banned Twitch players which made fun of the game. Nice. Alright. 540. Alright, so this unfortunately has turned out to be a bigger pain in the butt than I was thinking it would become. What? Why are you barking up here? Go downstairs and bark. Zeus, Apollo, patrol. Yeah, it doesn't work. Okay. So I gotta figure out some better way of like purging and resetting the input controls. And I don't think there is a simple way of doing that. I think you have to do it through code, and then the code doesn't want to do that. No. Input get key reset, which there really isn't. No, that's useless. Alright, yeah, I gotta dig. Free speech, anyone? Yeah. Come on. So the problem here is now this thing is too tight. I guess I can shave the edges like this to make room. But still, once again, completely inelegant solution. Not really what I want it to be. Yeah. Get it back up and then get out. And then, in theory, the lava should be rising, but doesn't because I broke something there. I mean, I guess it's okay, but it's still just really kind of crappy. That's not too bad, I guess. Just delaying it for like a fraction of a second. Alright. I guess that's what I'm going to have to live with. And then I got to turn off the camera too, don't I? And then put it in the right place. Or I guess I can leave it. I guess I can live with the scrolling. Just as long as I throw up enough stuff on here. Oops. I went a little farther. Alright, just paint. Happy little trees. Alright. Let's see if that's enough coverage. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Yeah, good. Okay. By the way, if you use invoke use name of instead of a string. Interesting. Okay. What's the advantage doing it that way? This prevents renaming the function and not renaming the vote. Oh, gotcha. Okay, fair enough. I don't think I use it that often. Let's see. Of course, I'm gonna prove myself wrong here. Let's see. I said scripts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I got 16 invokes. No, actually, one is marked out. So I use it 15 times in all my scripts total. This is all other people's stuff, so not me. So I use it 15 because you could do invoke foobar, and if foobar doesn't exist, got it. But invoke will have compile errors if it is not exist, right? Excuse me. But when I tried to do that a second ago, which I think I took it out, but yeah. So I mean, but if you have to feed it a value, right? Then it won't let you do it, because if I do it this way, it comes back and goes no. Oh, it says you have to convert it to string. So are you sure you can even do it? Because it's, I mean, unless there's some other way to do it, it's saying that it has to be a string. So it's saying here, cannot convert from method group to string. Oh. Let's see. Oh. Sorry. Like that. Boom. Check that out. Sweet. Okay, I'll do that for the other ones, because that's nice. Because I do rename functions all the time. All right. Like so. Oh, cool. That's awesome, man. Thank you for that. Two. Yeah. It also has no performance penalties, as I have seen it. Gotcha. And a couple of these actually might be zombie code anyways. A couple of these may not even be hitting. Some of these definitely do, but... Name of, that's one I fixed. Like so. Hey, Beer Phantom! Welcome back, man. How's it going? Because name of converts it before the IO level, because name of doesn't exist in that. Got it. Cool. Thanks, man. Very slick. I appreciate that. So yeah, you're idiot proofing it from the programmer, who, as you said, never let the artist do the programming. And so, since that is me, so I'm idiot proofing it from myself, which is a very smart move. So thank you. Like that. Like that. Alright, a couple more here, and I'm almost done. I will definitely remember that one for future reference, for sure. Like that. Alright. Two more. And finally. And it's a good way to find out if I actually did rename something and didn't pay attention. That's the last one. And a whole bunch of different scripts. Alright, that's everybody. Alright, let's see how that turned out. I didn't say that. No, I know. That was pure me. You know, hey, man's got to know his limitations. There's a save all button, by the way. Oh yeah. I don't. There's something gratifying about going tab to tab, but okay. or just a file. Where is it? Save all. There it is. Oh, Control Shift S. Okay. Gotcha. Yep. What do we say about, you know, artists messing with the code? Always a bad idea. Or the 2 diskettes. Yeah, I found the 2 diskette one. Okay, so that's not too bad. So if I just drop them in there, and then you get it, then I'll have something here that lets you escape out after the fact. Artist plus messing with the code equals fun. And the putting too much water into the reactor kind of fun, right? Sweet. Alright, now I still gotta figure out why the lava's not rising again. Oh, fully unplayable, no game. Got it. This room is giving me going into the bases in Mario 2 vibe. Interesting. That's cool. It's gonna be a bonus room, and then it should have the lava rising, which it ain't doing right now, and I gotta figure out what happened to my script and where I put it. Let's see. I haven't touched this thing in so long that I forgot actually where I stashed the script on this. Damage on touch, no. Wow, I guess I got rid of it completely. It got eaten by the Unity bugs. Alright, let me find the original script. Let's see. Lava rising? Yeah. So, lava rising. Let me go. This one I know. Find references in scene. There it is. Oh, it's just disabled. Oh, because I guess I was playing with it and I didn't want it to... Wait, where the hell is it? Reference in scene. Wait. No, it was there a second ago and then disappeared. No, wait a second. Lava rising. Find references in scene. You saw it, right? It showed it as a thing, and then it disappeared. Disable random game objects. It was there, and then it, like, totally disappeared. What's up with that? Main camera. Oh, because I came out of it. I'm back in the main thing. That's why. How did I... That's weird. How did I escape out of that prefab scene? Underground. That's why. Bonus room. Alright, so let's try this again. Let's go back into scripts. Lava rising. Find reference and scene. There he is. So it's this guy. Time uprising. Okay. There we go. Yeah, do without quotes. Wrong scene. Yep. Okay. Yep. Alright, so now let's see how this goes. There it is. There's the camera shake and the lava rising. Oh, it's my old placeholder lava, but yeah, I gotta do that sooner because that was just way too easy. Yep. Okay, cool. So it did it right. It did it right. I just gotta like substitute. That's like the ancient old lava, so I have to update the lava. Looks fine. It looks fine. Yeah. Walk away. That's it. But I'll try it one more time. But I mean, the play mechanics are still working nice. I can tailor the timing. And I think what I'll do is actually make a few different versions of this, right? That you have to try and push your way through. But yeah, so that was... I either make the lava rise up a lot quicker, or I have to make it initiate sooner. I don't know, what do you guys think? There are no bugs here. Speaking of which, this would be fun. A sign which says there are no bugs here, only features. So my choices are I either shake the camera sooner and let the lava rise at a slower pace. I guess that's probably gonna be the better idea, because I don't want it to be too fast and kind of catch you off guard and you don't see it coming. Sooner? Yeah. Yep, I think we're on the same page. So let me come back to my script. Rising delay. So we'll make it like 5 seconds. See if that's just too fast. I like the speed. Of course, I also like the fact that the rising lava that's currently there is totally broken. Oh, crap. Yeah. There you go. I can get out of there. I mean, I'm pretty fast, too. I mean, I've been playing this game way too much. But I think that timing, what do you think? Does that feel about right? 2-1. Do it one more time. But yeah, so anyone that hesitates, they're going to see that and panic and probably get out pretty fast. So if they're kind of going like this and kind of going and missing it and just coming down here. Oh yeah, they're going to go, wait, what? Oh crap. Yeah, so they only get a couple of them. Maybe if they want to get dicey, they can kind of like come over here and get a couple and then get out. Looks good because this should be a challenge. Yeah, I think that's a good balance. You know, I think the pros will be able to sweep through there, right? The people like me that have played it way too many times, be able to sweep through there with time to spare. But I think the earlier people will kind of come through there kind of going, whoa. Yep. There you go. And I'm out with plenty of room to spare. But yeah, I think that's perfect. I think that's pretty good. Sweet, and look at that. I'm coming right up on the 6 o'clock mark. Look at that. Almost like I timed it or something. But yeah, so that's good. So that's a good start. So I have the room switching, right? I got all that swapping out, and then I could just add the little thing to switch you back and put you back where you were. I'll definitely have to have something that stores in the game controller, I think, where that return position is, which is fine. And then same situation too. I want to make sure that, let's see, you're gonna let go of the controls, but I guess you should. I guess you'll learn the hard ways. If you're moving around, you're gonna get yourself into trouble. I can try and squeeze it in there real quick. Let's see. So, where's my prefabs? Portal object. Drop that bad boy right there. And this is how you get back home. Put them in the center, put them at 26, and that's good. And then you hit the portal engine and you switch back. So, go back to player control and clear everybody but him. Alright, and then if he hits portal, and now we gotta figure out which one. So let's see, GC. Oh, I gotta make this, I guess I need to make this public so I can find out which, if it's exposed or not, which one is open here. So back to nice scripts, game controller. Yeah, I know I could have gone to here too. Your wardroom. I'll just make it public. If he's, oh, active self. Then we need to switch bonus room off. Where we at? Alright. Alright, hang tight, guys. You know what? Actually, I'm at 6 o'clock. It feels weird to me that you start at the top of the lava. Is rising from the bottom, so you have to jump towards the lava first. Then it gets easier because you're going back up again. You have to be faster at the beginning of the stage. That's a good point. Now I have to go. Have a great time, and good luck with the rest of the stream. Thanks, man. I'm coming at 6 o'clock at this point anyway, so I'll probably wrap up. That's a good point. Dear Phantom, yeah. Let's see. I guess, I mean, I don't know. I'll think about that. Dear Phantom, I'll think about that. I like the idea that you're just dropped in, right? And you start clearing, and then, I don't know, because to me, I think it's more challenging to start at the top, because you have to clear the stuff at the top, but then drop down and clear the bottom as fast as possible, because if you start at the bottom, then it's easier to clear the bottom before the lava starts rising, I think. So my thought there is that if you're starting at the top, the compulsion is to try and get down to the bottom as quickly as possible to try and clear that stuff out. But I'll think about that. It's an interesting thought. But I think I'm going to mark that out. And I think I'm going to call it quits right about here, because we're right at the 6 o'clock mark, and I made some good headway. And some fantastic conversation today, too. So thank you guys for everyone that came around. Beer Phantom, sorry you came kind of the last minute there, but yeah, it is about time for me to wrap up. I gotta go take care of the dogs and all that kind of fun stuff. But I will be back on Wednesday. Thank you guys for hanging out. I always enjoy the conversation. You guys were pretty chatty today. Subtext in particular was definitely talking a lot. I appreciate that, and appreciate the help too. Thanks for the inside info. That's I knew some. I now have a few new tricks in my Unity bag, which I do appreciate. No worries. See you on Wednesday. Awesome. Thanks, Beard Phantom. Thanks, man. That's it, guys. As always, hit me up on Discord if you want to talk to me offline. I'm pretty much always available on there. Otherwise, I will see you back here on Wednesday. All right, guys? All right. Adios. Adios.